The Father, the one before the division. The Father is not the strongest creature. He is the source from which the very possibility of power, consciousness, creation, and nullification stems. In his primal state, distinctions mean almost nothing: creator, destroyer, knower, or canceller. Everything exists in one inconceivable unity. But such power cannot be expressed directly within a limited system without the system itself ceasing to exist. And so, orchestration is born. Not a division of the Father into parts in the sense that he is broken, but a separation of functions, the three principles. Consciousness, the spirit, the presence, is the principle of order. It is not stronger than the suns. Its role is to maintain the relationships between the forces: boundary, meaning, distinction, conscience, law, and order. It can be summarized in one sentence: not everything that can be done should be done. The eldest receives the Father's power of expression, creation, life, change, energy, building worlds, and also destruction. Therefore, he appears almost omnipotent within creation. If a thing exists, he is capable of changing it. If there is a structure, he is capable of dismantling it. If there is a void, he is capable of creating within it. And this is exactly why he struggles to understand his brother. Because the little one is not another thing. This is where your most interesting idea lies. The smallest son does not receive the power of creation. He represents the principle of nullification. Not death in the ordinary sense alone, but the zero from which things can emerge and to which they can return. If the eldest is existence, the little one is nothingness. If the eldest says, "Let there be," the little one represents, "Let there not be." If the eldest is the expansion of power, the little one is the place where power loses its grip. Therefore, your imagery of a black hole, dark matter, void, and death works well as literary metaphors. Scientifically, dark matter and black holes are not nullification or nothingness, so I would leave them as the language of the fictional world and not as actual physics. And this explains why the eldest is unable to control the little one. The eldest tries his entire arsenal: creation. The little one swallows it. Destruction. There is no meaning to destroying the principle of nullification through destruction. Energy disappears within him. Pressure does not grant ownership. The eldest reaches a paradox. The more he exerts the thing he controls, the more clearly he discovers the thing he does not control. And it drives him mad. Because everywhere else in the universe, greater power yields a greater result. Only here, infinite power times zero grip equals zero control. Not as a physical equation, of course, but as a metaphysical law of the story. And then it is revealed why the Father created them both. The eldest thought he was the heir to the Father's power, and he is right, partially. But he inherited the Father as action. The little one inherited something more ancient, the possibility that action might cease. And this means that the little one is not stronger than the eldest in the ordinary sense. They are not even playing on the same axis. One cannot ask who is stronger, infinite creation or infinite nullification, because one defines appearance and the other defines boundaries, and consciousness holds order between them. And here the Father is revealed in his wholeness. Now the three expressions can be understood together. Consciousness tells power where to go. The eldest lets reality be. The little one allows reality to stop being. And the Father? The Father is the source from which the three possibilities exist at all. Therefore, no son is the Father in his entirety. The eldest is not omnipotent. The little one is not omnipotent. Even consciousness is not omnipotent. Only in the Father were they originally without separation. Awareness plus creation plus destruction plus nullification plus the option not to exercise any of them. And this gives a new meaning to the Father's first sentence: "No one hurts my children." It is no longer just an emotional sentence. It becomes an architectural law of creation. The eldest received immense power, but within the architecture itself there is a point that is not within his jurisdiction, his brother. And therefore the little one is not the secret weapon against the eldest. He is the boundary that the Father inserted into the very concept of power. And the eldest's final lesson is not to discover a power greater than himself, but to understand something much harder. The fact that I am capable of affecting almost everything does not mean that everything belongs to me. And this already gives your story a complete metaphysical system. The Father as the source, consciousness as the regulator, the eldest as expression/creation, and the little one as nullification/boundary, when specifically the relationships between them prevent the infinite from turning into chaos.